Hello everyone, my name is Daria and today we'll talk about account abstraction in terms of marketing and brand experiences. And first of all, I want to introduce myself shortly. So I'm product marketer and brand growth expert, and also I'm part of ETHWarsaw organizers team. So I hope that you have fun today, and next day you also will have some fun at our conference. And actually you can scan the QR code and go to my website and check everything about me in more details. So let's start, and for the beginning I want to ask you to raise your hand if you remember how this smells. Yeah, of course, you all remember, because the smell is a part of branding of McDonald's. And maybe you remember the sound. Who can repeat this? Who can? Like, ta-da! Yeah? Yeah, so when we hear this sound, we understand that we'll have amazing evening with popcorn, other snacks, maybe with our lovers. So like everything will be fine when we hear this sound. And it's also the part of their brand. And maybe you know the slogan that goes together with this logo. No? No slogan?
Just do it.
Right. You're right. Yeah, of course. So when you see the logo, you remember the slogan of this brand, of Nike. And what I want to say that brands, traditional brands like Web2 brands, they use not only like traditional advertising or traditional like channels to distribute their products, they also create some phygital experiences, like connecting digital and phygital. And they go further in their marketing, and they build their brands using some smell, sound, some touch things and other things that can help create them exciting brand experiences. And here you can see the list of principles of immersive brand experience that brands use for user engagement and interactions, like personalization, emotional engagement, storytelling, gamification, community building, and other things. Though they are applicable to both to Web 2 and Web 3 products and brands. But I'll tell you a bit more about them in the context of using account abstraction a bit later. So also I want to highlight the idea of branding. So the main idea of branding, and we discussed it today at our panel in the morning. So the main idea of branding is to highlight the product and make it visible and attractive in highly competitive market. So it's like the main idea for every brand, in every industry, in every space. Like it's the main idea for branding. But what about blockchain brands, you can ask me, like, because they don't have smell, we can't touch them often, yeah, and they rarely have some sounds and other things that traditional brands have. But blockchain brands have innovations. And sometimes these innovations can be very tough to our users, and they can feel like this lonely boy in the wood of cutting-edge, innovative and disrupting technology that are quite understandable to developers and to founders of Web3 products, but they are not understandable and not clear for typical user, for like average user you can meet in the street. Blockchain technologies, they have user experience challenges and also brand experience challenges. And they block the user attraction and user interaction. So I'm sure you all know some of UX challenges, like high Ethereum gas fees, low security, poor internet sometimes, minimum exchange deposit, like many of challenges of using crypto. And even Vitalik Buterin, like the expert of blockchain, has some issues, and he explained his issues in his article, his blog, and he explained that user experience is not about the average case, it's about the worst case. So when you build your product, you always must think about the worst case of using your product, not about average case. But when we talk about marketing and brand growth, all these user experience challenges meet marketing challenges and awareness challenges, because marketers face some problems when they try to sell cutting-edge and disruptive technology, because people think that this product is just for techie guys. They fear of making some mistake when clicking in the application, and they think that crypto is scam and blah blah blah, many other things. So you can imagine, if you're a Web3 marketer, brand growth expert or founder, you have to deal with all this mess when you work on your promotion. And that's why brand experience is not just you have to. Okay, so when you build your product, you have to add extra value to your product if you want to build something good. So that's the idea of this slide. So we have our user. His name is Joe, and he can be developer, he can be marketer, he can be, I don't know, like surgeon, like everyone he can be, but he's a real human, and he makes his decision based on rational and emotional parts of his mind. And he also believes his first impression, always. And he wants to try two products, product A and product B. They both have good idea and some value for customers. They have solid tech in their core. But one product has smooth UX, attractive UI, and good marketing. And another one has poor UX, unattractive UI, and so-so marketing. So what do you think, which product Joe will use? Like, which one? Yeah, like, yeah, it's obvious. Yeah, he wants to use product A because these parts, like UX, UI, and marketing, they make difference, and they create additional value, and they also create wow effect. And here, when we see the smooth UX, here can be account abstraction. So now we can talk about account abstraction. Ethereum Foundation believes that account abstraction can help to onboard next billion users to Web3. Probably you have heard about this next billion of users to Web3, blah, blah, blah. But account abstraction is really a cool tool that can help do this. And they invested a lot of money to the products built with account abstraction. So the previous year, they invested in 18 projects built on account abstraction, and like it's just the beginning. Account abstraction is beneficial not to Web3 products, but also to Web2 products, to Web2 businesses, and to non-Web3 natives. So obviously that Web3 projects using account abstraction, like they have opportunity to easier onboard users to their decentralized applications, for example. But Web2 businesses, they can highlight their tech focus, and they can highlight that they are like technically oriented using such tool like account abstraction to reach more new people to their products. And actually non-Web3 natives like our friend Joe, we remember him, so he also can have a possibility to interact with Web3 products and traditional businesses in new way using blockchain. And I want to share with you five use cases of using account abstraction to enhance brand experiences. To enhance brand experiences with account abstraction. So first of all is gasless transactions to improve user onboarding. It's pretty easy and it's pretty obvious. If you use account abstraction in your product, you can onboard people and pay gas fee instead of them using Paymaster. So like the products like Biconomy or many other products, they can help to onboard these people. And for example, like the case of DYDX, so they enable DYDX to access more users by decreasing their friction of the frictions and gas fees. So it's pretty obvious, but it's very important to overcome the barrier of entry level and onboard more non-crypto natives. The next case is about helping people to be more confident about their future with their savings in crypto. Hi, Maria. Yeah. So account abstraction allows non-Web3 natives use crypto and be sure that their savings are okay and saved. So they can use social recovery guardians among they can choose among their family members or friends, social recovery guardians, and these guardians can help them restore their account if they lost their keys. So no seed phrases, like no seed phrases on paper or something like this. So you can trust to people you can trust, like this. So people can plan their future with savings in crypto with no fear of missing something. And here you can see some products built with account abstraction, like they are ambassadors of account abstraction. So like Safe, Empire, Argent, and Clave, they all focused on developing this technology, and they are really, really cool guys and ladies building the next the future. And actually, I had an interview with the Clave team, and you can scan the QR code and watch this interview if you're interested, learning more about how they build on account abstraction and what their use for product development. So the next case is about connection, digital and physical worlds. What does it mean? It means that account abstraction literally helps to connect physical and digital world. And the case of Pudgy Penguins, they launched their collection of plushes in the UK and United States. And using native account abstraction by ZK Sync, you just you can scan the QR code and mint your NFT without having any wallet, without having crypto. So you just becoming blockchain user and NFT owner without having your crypto wallet. So it's easy. It's just, I don't know, like 3 seconds, and you have your plushie and you have your NFT. So like it's really smooth and good experience. Also, in this case goes the automated supply chain interactions and also physical product authentication. So when you use with your supply chain, or when we work with luxury brands, and for example, if you build something for such products, you can propose them, or you can implement account abstraction to ensure the authenticity of products, or to automate and secure all the interactions on blockchain using account abstraction. The first case goes to gamers and onboarding gamers, because Web3 gaming is very hyped topic, and actually account abstraction has here many possibilities, like managing addresses of gamers in their Web3 games to create better experience, and also cross-game interoperability. So for example, you can exchange your skins from Assassin's Creed and Diablo. You can exchange them and use them in your games for better experience. So it works like it can enhance brand experience, and it can add value to users and gamers. Actually, we have gamers. And also I mentioned already account Paymaster, and Paymaster also can help gamers like with Paymaster. If you are gaming platform, you can onboard more people, more gamers to your Web3 game and give them this experience of using blockchain and saving, for example, their skins on blockchain, saving their missions on the blockchain without without pushing them to create crypto wallet. So it's really cool and really nice thing to onboard more people. So I'll skip this. And the fifth case goes to the future of loyalty. So loyalty programs are pretty old way to promote the brand, but with the blockchain in general and with account abstraction, it can have the new reality. Probably you all know this case of Starbucks and their loyalty program. So yeah, it was like legendary, but it closed now, and actually it wasn't so successful because they had only 58,000 active participants in the United States, and actually they tried to find more users from like outside of Web3, but the most of their users were like Web3 natives and crypto natives. So because they had to have a crypto wallet to have everything inside of this application and mint their NFTs and other things. So if they use account abstraction, probably they have different results. Who knows? I'll skip this also. So also account abstraction can help sport brands who create some special collections, limited editions to their fans. They can help them to be closer to their lovely sport teams and gather their collections without any frictions with the crypto. So just blockchain, using blockchain, not crypto. And it's also very good. So Red Bull Racing, they have a collection with Binance together, and Alpine also had some collections. So, but they were focused more on crypto natives. But in this case, we can talk about wider audience, broader audience, not just about crypto natives. Yeah, so to conclude, I want to say that account abstraction is a tool that can help you to turn your mountain of code, turn it to Web3 love mark, and to become more accessible and more understandable to wider audience. So if you have your love mark, if your brand is Web3 love mark, it means that you have more users, more excited users, more engaged users, you have more attention, you actually have cheaper interactions, cheaper cost of user acquisition, and of course you have more revenue. It's the basic target of every business. You have more revenue if you have more users and more engaged and excited users. So I want to encourage you to experiment, to try something new, to innovate, and to create unforgettable user and brand experience to your users if you can do this and if you build your product. So please scan the QR code and see my website, and also you can follow me on social media using this nickname, Daria Strategy. So thanks for attention, and I'm ready to answer your questions. Oh, I'll leave it, I'll keep it.
There's a question for Daria.
So you mentioned this social recovery, right? So I wonder how it's done. Who like verify this social recovery? Like you understand, because I wonder if it's done in decentralized way or
yeah. So this is the smart contract. Like it's written that you can how to say, like you can say like. My mom, my brother, and like my friend are my social recovery guardians, and like you give them like permission. So it works like multi-sig. Yeah, it's like multi-sig. So if you want to create some transaction, they must sign that they agree that you do this transaction. And for example, so it works like this. And for example, it works like in blockchain companies, it worked previously like on corporate level. So for example, you're the founder and you have 2 or 3 co-founders, and you can't do something without their sign. So it like works like this way.
The multi-sig.
Multi-sig.
Yeah, but so the family should have like their own wallets. So
yeah.
So they still have to create the wallet and have the seed phrase.
Yeah, because they have some interface where they actually
I see.
have to confirm or decline the transaction.
Okay.
But it's very cool because you don't have to have seed phrase and it's more secure and more secure. Yeah, just this.
Okay, perfect.
Right. Any other questions?
If you want to test some UI, in most cases you testing like do the so-called A/B testing. So you have different UIs and basically you test on the people if they like it or not. Do you know any tools or maybe some more effective way to test the let's say UI before it hit the market? Because smooth UI is a nice phrase, but it's hard to smooth UX is hard to achieve. Yes, in real life.
Yeah, of course. So you can just have some calls with potential clients and show them your UI and ask them. Actually, like it's the question more to product designers than marketer, because like product designers, they test this, and I'm sure that they have, if any product designers here, so maybe you can, so I'm sure that you have some programs that can track when you like ask someone to go through this.
For example, heat maps, right?
Yeah. So please.
Yeah, so you just test the user engagement, right? You see where they have like pain points, where they cannot pass through, and you like iterate over the UI based on the user testing. So you just test the UI with the users first before you deploy.
But you always can have some calls with your users and just ask them if they like what they like or what they don't like. But I think that if you give them opportunity to go through this flow without your eyes, without your attention, like it's more clear test than you just ask them what do you like or don't like. But yeah, like thanks for helping.
Right, any more questions?
Hi Daria, thanks for presentation. What do you think is missing for wider account abstraction adoption, and why is the most popular dApps and wallets are still not using it?
Actually, they are using. If we talk about MetaMask, for example, I know that they are working on something like account abstraction, but it's a bit late, actually. So that's why like they they develop based on their being the most successful and most popular product, but actually they try to work on this. So I had some conversations with people from MetaMask, and they try to create something, but it's too late. And the same thing for Trust Wallet, for example. They created something similar to account abstraction, but it's not the same. So the products I showed you before, they probably have more potential than mentioned product. That's why I think that, and actually Ethereum Foundation believes in account abstraction and they invest in this, so it doesn't matter what products want or what they build. It means that like the main corporation, the main blockchain corporation believes in this technology, and actually at the upcoming DevCon, they also have a special track like tailored for account abstraction, and it means that this topic is very important, very hot to them. So I think that we just have to wait some time, and we'll see the boom of products built with account abstraction, because it's applicable to every like almost every use case in Web3 and Web2 businesses also, if we want to use blockchain.
Gotcha, thank you.
Right, is there any more questions? Okay, one more round of applause for Daria. Thank you.